Constitutional Design, Chapter 2, Democratic Politics, Part 2. In this video, we are going to discuss making of the Indian Constitution. Making of the Indian Constitution. Like South Africa, India's constitution was also made under very difficult circumstances. The making of the constitution for a big country like India was not an easy task. Moreover, India was a newly free country. The country was born through a partition, which was on the basis of religious differences. At least 10 lakh people were killed on both sides of the border. There was one more problem. The British had left it to the rulers of the princely states to decide whether they wanted to merge with India or with Pakistan or remain independent. The merger of these princely states was another big, or you can say uphill task for India. The makers of the constitution had anxieties about the present and the future of the country. Still, we had some ideas how to make the constitution of India. Remember, in 1928, Motilal Nehru and 8 other Congress leaders drafted a constitution for India. In 1931, the resolution at the Karachi session of the Indian National Congress dwelt on how independent India's constitution should look like. One more thing which gave us inputs, that was the familiarity with political institutions of colonial rule. The British rule had given voting rights only to a few, and on that basis the British had introduced very weak legislatures. Elections were held in 1937 to provincial legislatures and ministries all over British India. Although these were not fully democratic governments, but the experience gained by the Indians in the working of these institutions proved very useful for us in setting up new institutions and Constitution of India. Many of our leaders were inspired by the ideals of French Revolution, the practice of parliamentary democracy in Britain, and the Bill of Rights in the US. The socialist revolution in Russia had inspired many Indians to think of shaping a system based on social and economic equality. All these factors helped in the making of Constitution of India. Next topic is the Constituent Assembly. In 1946, Constituent Assembly was formed to make constitution of India. Elections to the Constituent Assembly were held in July 1946. Its first meeting was held in December 1946. When India was divided, the Constituent Assembly was also divided. The Constituent Assembly that wrote the Indian Constitution had 299 members. The Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26 November 1949, but it came into effect on 26 January 1950. To mark this day, we celebrate January 26 as Republic Day every year. Here is question for you. We have discussed that the Assembly adopted the Constitution on 26 November 1949, but it came into effect on 26 January 1950. So question is, why it came into effect on 26 January 1950? Although the Constituent Assembly was dominated by the Indian National Congress, the party that led India's freedom struggle, but the Congress itself included a variety of political groups and opinions. Even the Assembly had many members who did not agree with the Congress. In social terms also, the Assembly represented members from different language groups, castes, classes, religions, and occupations. Before drafting the Constitution, first some basic principles were decided and agreed upon. Then a drafting committee chaired by Dr. B. R. Ambedkar prepared a draft constitution for discussion. Several rounds of thorough discussion took place. More than 2,000 amendments were considered. The members deliberated for 114 days, spread over 3 years. This is how the Constituent Assembly was able to form Constitution of India. Guiding values of the Indian Constitution. It is very vital, important to know, to understand the overall philosophy of Indian Constitution. We can do this in two ways. We can understand it by reading the views of some of our major leaders on our constitution, but it is equally important to read what the constitution says about its own philosophy. This is what the preamble to the constitution does. Some of us may be thinking about a name missing from the sketches of the makers of the Constitution. The name is Mahatma Gandhi. You will be surprised to know that he was not a member of the Constituent Assembly. Yet there were many members who followed his vision. Many years back, writing in his magazine Young India in 1931, he had spelt out what he wanted the Constitution of India to do, and many members of Assembly followed that vision. Philosophy of the Constitution. Values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle and were in turn nurtured by it form the foundation for India's democracy. These values are enshrined, or you can say embedded, in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. The Constitution of India begins with a short statement of its basic values. This is called the preamble to the Constitution. Actually, this idea has been taken from America, and in modern world most countries have opted to begin their constitutions with a preamble. The preamble of Indian Constitution reads like a poem on democracy. It contains the philosophy on which the entire Constitution has been built. It provides a standard to examine and evaluate any law and action of government to find out whether it is good or bad. Hence, we can say that the preamble is the soul of the Indian Constitution. This is preamble of Constitution of India. Now we are going to discuss some important leaders who played very vital role in the formation of Constitution of India. We have first one, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. He was president of the Constituent Assembly. Later he became the first president of India. Abul Kalam Azad. He was born in Saudi Arabia. He was a great scholar of Arabic. Later he became education minister in the first Union Cabinet of India. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He was born in Uttar Pradesh. He was first Prime Minister of India. Sarojini Naidu. He was born in Andhra Pradesh. She was poet, writer and political activist. Later she became Governor of Uttar Pradesh. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He was born in Gujarat. He was first Home Minister of India. He was also first Deputy Prime Minister of India. That's all in this video. Kindly subscribe the channel, or you can visit our website www.freeteach.in.